This is Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Welcome back to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, Tony B. This is our special Friday broadcast of the impact of the coronavirus on South Seattle and surrounding communities. Before we get started here, I want to remind everyone that Sunday is Mother's Day. And because of the coronavirus, some of us are sheltering at home, and you may not be able to actually see your mom, and some mothers live out of state. Well, this is how we're going to get down. Give us your information. Here's what you need to do. Just record a message to your mom on your phone, which a lot of folks have phones. Email it to us at rainieravenue.radio.world@gmail.com. That's rainieravenue.radio.world@gmail.com. We're going to take your message in from 2 to 2:30 on Sunday. We're just going to play shout outs to moms. So on Sunday, you can just tune in and listen. And if you haven't done that, you want to do it live, we're going to give you a Zoom number so you can get in on Zoom, and maybe even get your mom in on Zoom, and you can do a kind of a virtual face-to-face thing. And here's what you want to do in that message. Share information about your mother. Share a special story. Share something about your mother that is one of the reasons why you love her so much. This Mother's Day, it's going to be a little bit different. Normally on Mother's Day, again, as I've said before, the largest, the biggest day for restaurants of the year. Everyone's celebrating moms. Moms do an incredible job. And right now, I'd like to bring onto the station someone beloved in our community, always makes folks feel better, is always there, an amazing, incredible human being, and a phenomenal vocalist, Ms. Josephine Howell. Josephine, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hello, Josephine.
Hey.
Well, Josephine, thank you for taking the time to join us. You are always so inspirational and uplifting. I remember finding out about you being COVID positive, and you shared the story with me about how on a Sunday you took the test, but prior to that you had been feeling some things. And so I know you're a little tired, but if we could just start with maybe you kind of going back and sharing that story about what was happening with you when no one was quite sure what was going on with COVID-19.
Well, first off, hey everybody. So glad it's the great getting up morning. As long as we breathing, we should say thank you. There is like you said, Tony, I did take the test, and I found out that I was positive, and my symptoms before was not fever. My stomach was really messed up, so just gonna be a little vivid so that you all understand. I had diarrhea and my eating. So for those of you that know me, I can eat out most grown men. I can out eat most grown men. So when my appetite left, I knew something was wrong, but my head was hurting really badly, and my chest was hurting. But because I have asthma and because I have some other things going on, I dismissed some of it as being, well, that's just this time of year. And because I didn't want to panic. I'm not in the panicking style of life. But I do pay attention to my body. So when it's different, even though I don't panic about it, I don't dismiss it. I've learned to stop dismissing things, but I was accustomed to pushing past my pain, which I just want to encourage people. I know as women, we have pushed past our pain for way too long. Pain is an indicator that something else is going on that should not be going on, and you need to address it, investigate it, pay attention to it. And so I did, because I'm out in the community and I got tested, And when I got tested and I found out I was positive, this is just Josie. I felt like it was my responsibility to let others know, because I don't know when I got it. I don't know how I got it. I don't know where I was when I got it. But I do know that I am a community person. And since I'm always out of community and I love people, so I hug people, that I needed to let people know. And so that's where I was at. And here I am today.
Well, when we had talked before, you were experiencing some shortness of breath, and I know that you got information, just today, Josephine?
I got it yesterday that I am once again positive. And I got it because I was going to actually be with my daughter while she was giving labor. And I am a very open person, so I ask that everyone that knows the power of prayer that will pray for my daughter right now, because she is experiencing some difficulties, and since we're not there and nobody's there, we were talking to her, and now we haven't spoken to her, and they had to go do some emergency stuff. So right now we're just in limbo. But I know that God is able, and I believe that no matter what, we all gonna be all right.
So your first experience with this, you were positive, and did you fully recover? Did you come back with a negative test at one point?
I did come back with a negative not too long ago. Matter of fact, a few days ago, I came back with a negative last week, but I went on yesterday because the only way that you could be with someone who is pregnant is that you test negative. If you were, that you test negative twice, and I did not, but I never stopped. My chest never stopped hurting. So I could tell that my body was not fully recovered, but I thought it was just because, because of how long it took. But I am noticing that last night when I went to sleep, when I tried to go to sleep, I vicks down, and because the coughing came back, the chest pains got stronger. My sinuses are really bad, but I'm still breathing on my own. It's just I'm starting to get really congested all over again, and my face is hot, and so I really don't know what it is. I know I have some underlying conditions that maybe I need to be more aggressive in taking care of my underlying conditions. I thought I had done the best that I could. I did go try to walk up and down my block when they told me that I was negative, and I was okay the first day, but the second day I was not good after I got the negative, and then like yesterday I got a positive again. So I am not. I'm not even going on these tests right now. I'm going on my body, and my body is tired right now, and my chest is tight, and my eyes hurt again, and my headache is starting to come back. But I'm still here. That's all I can say, y'all. I'm still here. And as long as I'm still here, I'm going to do whatever is necessary for me to do while I'm still here. And I don't believe I'm going anywhere no time soon. But I just want to share my love with you all and share just some information and just tell you to pay attention to your body, and don't let somebody tell you you're paranoid or you believe in the hype. You know your body.
Josephine, I had the opportunity to talk with Ty Dow earlier, who, again, I call patient zero. He was the first person in South Seattle who was identified with COVID-19 before anyone even knew, whether the news was saying about it. And of course, as Rainier Avenue Radio, we were concerned about our community, and we got in contact with Ty, and he talked with us, and I talked with him earlier today, and he's positive, and he's kind of getting back to his life. And one of the questions that I asked him, which is the question that I'm going to ask you, Josephine, and you initially contracted this, and then you're negative. and then you're positive again. Have you had a point in time where you've asked yourself, why me?
Nope. I've never asked myself why me, because if I ask myself why me, I'll have to ask myself why not me. I consider myself to be good only because of God that dwells in me. That's it. Because my best thinking keeps me in trouble. So sometimes crazy things happen to good people, and crazy things happen to people who aren't practicing good things. So I won't ask myself why. I simply ask, what do I need to learn in this season? What is it? What should I be looking for? What should I be listening for? How should I be treating my body differently? I have gotten older. I'm past the half-century mark. I'm into those years, and I need to know, should I change some things? What things should I change? What things should I get rid of? I should have been listening to my great-grandmother and my mom and them when they was raised, bringing up their own food, because I noticed that I can eat certain foods now, Tony, and I am sick as a dog, and I'm cooking it. And I know I'm clean. And I know my kitchen is clean. And I know I don't use all of those other different things, but some food is just making me sick. It's not even digesting properly in my stomach. Water is tasted. I use the tap water because I refuse to use this bottled water again, because I have tasted 4 different types of bottled waters, and they all taste different to me, and then they all leave some kind of film on my tongue, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going back to the old school. If I feel like something is wrong, I'm going to need to boil my water. And I'm not paranoid. I'm just saying I'm learning that things don't always work well in my body. They don't.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, your host, Tony B. My guest is our own songstress, Josephine Howell. And just yesterday, found out that once again you had tested positive. Josephine, do you know how you may have contracted this for a second time?
I don't understand how I could contracted it other than being outside, because, like I said, I was taking walks of my block, because I have a really big heel, and I needed to build up, because I've been sitting around. So I was like, and I was told, and I walked my block, and then, or I never got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that could be very possible, because this is not once again, I'm not going by the word of just the doctor. I am actually going by how my body is feeling. And it's going back to those same symptoms that I had before, and I can tell by the way my sight is right now. I can tell by the way my body is feeling right now. I could tell how it impacts when I'm breathing, how my chest still feels, and how it has increased a little bit worse. Now, it could be that the allergy season has started up and it's aggravating it even more. Maybe that's why I'm feeling it more, but I don't know. I have no idea. I cannot even begin to tell you. I did go to the store, but I don't go out without things on me. I have my gloves on, I have my mask on, and people at me that knew me.
Hello, Josephine? I'm not sure if you can hear me, Josephine, but I'm losing the signal. Okay. I think that we just lost the signal from Josephine, so I'm going to try and give a call back. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. And we apparently lost the signal. Our guest is Josephine Howell. So I think this is Josephine here. Hi, Josephine. Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I got you now. So we didn't hear the last part of what you were saying.
So I basically, I really just don't know. But I just never was negative. Whatever it is, I'm just trying to figure out how to get better. And trust me, I've had from the beginning, I've had really good advice about some things to try and use, and I've used them. And although it has made me feel better, it has not taken all of the things away. And my main concern is not letting it get into my lungs to the place where it would have me needing a respirator.
Well, Josephine, I can tell you that hearing this news for a lot of people, there is going to be immediate concern for you, and a ton of folks who are going to be praying for you. And I have to ask you, Josephine, how do you find, and how did you find the strength to say, well, you know what, I'm if I have to go through this again, I'm just going to go through this again?
First and foremost, y'all, it's my faith in God. It's not a cliche. It is, I trust him in the good times and in the times that look like they're the bad times, because I believe that all things work together for my good because I love him and I'm called according to his purpose. The second thing is that I've been through worse. The third thing is that everybody is born and everybody will die. And although it's a hurtful thing to embrace, it is truth. And I just need, from the beginning to the end, that dash in the middle, I just want my life to reflect the one who I serve. And it's all about everyone else. And that I'm not concerned about me, but I'm taken care of. I really want to reach out to people and let them know I love y'all. And I couldn't do none of this without you. Even people that are so-called haters. Hey, you helped me get up. So that's it. I cannot live in a place of pity because I ain't got nothing to feel pitiful about.
My guest again is Josephine Howell. Josephine, thank you for sharing yourself. Thank you for always sharing the good times, the amazing voice, the uplifting spirit. And I think that what you are doing right now is going to certainly be inspirational for members of our community to see your strength and your faith during these times, and your openness to sharing what's going on with you. Josephine, I want to give you the opportunity for final words here. If there's anything that you would like to say to your friends, your family, your fans, folks all over the world who have been inspired by you and your story and your ability to constantly overcome the odds.
I'll leave you with this. What do you do when you've done all you can? Seems like it's never enough. And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone? Tell me, what do you give when you're giving your all and seems like you can't make it through? Child, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand, watch the Lord see you through. 'Cause after you've done all you can, you just stand. Be encouraged, y'all. See you soon. Love you.
Thank you, Josephine. Love you too. Take care of yourself. We'll be checking back with you. And thank you for sharing, again, the benefit to the community of listening and hearing your story. I think is going to go far beyond what we both can imagine. Thank you, Josephine.
You are welcome, Tony. Love you.
Love you too. You have been listening and are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio, World, our special coronavirus, impacts of the coronavirus broadcast on South Seattle and surrounding communities, and education, information, and awareness campaign. Our communication strategy has been to communicate and speak with members of our community, like Josephine. I'm sorry to have to tell you that once again, Josephine has tested positive after testing negative. Could be that it was a false test, that she had not initially gotten over it, but either way, she tested positive, tested negative, and just yesterday found out that she was positive again. Earlier, we had talked to Ty Dow, who didn't really have symptoms that were really beyond the flu, maybe a little beyond the flu. He was asymptomatic, and after he had tested positive, short while after that, he tested negative, and he's returned to doing things. He's feeling better and getting around. And so, again, you see this impacts people in a variety of different ways. It is what it is. We will continue to broadcast every Friday from 1 to 3, our special series of shows. We'll continue to talk to members of our community. If you have a story you would like to share, that's what we want to hear about. We want to hear the stories from the people of our community, whether you're an individual or a business, or even if you're a big business. Your stories are all important to our community. It's what makes up our community. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. Before we go, I want to remind everyone that this Sunday is Mother's Day. And we have something special going on for Mother's Day. This is how you can get down. Just make on your phone a recording of you saying nice things about your mom. Think about how your mom helped you through certain circumstances, or provided you with advice, or just good times that you remember about your mom, and share them with us on this recording. Record it and then email us at rainieravenuradio.world@gmail.com. That's rainieravenuradio.world@gmail.com. We're going to compile all of these, and we're going to play them back on Sunday, Mother's Day, from 2 to 2:30. We're going to play all these Mother's Day shout outs back. Good thing about Rainier Avenue Radio is, yes, if you are quarantining and staying at home, and you're in the community, hey, this is who listens to us, the South Seattle community. But if you are connected to a mother who is not in the area, not in the region, out of state, everybody can listen to Rainier Avenue Radio. That's the reason why it's called .world. So wherever your mom is, let her know that you've got a message for her, and she can tune in from 2 to 2:30. All you have to do is go to our website. If you're listening now, you're listening in some way. You go to our website and just click Listen Now, or you can download our app on iOS or Apple for free, 99, absolutely free. Download the app. Then it becomes really simple. Just pretty much one click of a button, you can listen to Rainier Avenue Radio, or you can watch when we're doing our video streaming broadcasts as well. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, programming in critical issues, talk shows, funny talk shows, some stuff you might find a little weird. We were broadcasting sports, and we've ramped that back up. We ordinarily broadcast high school sports. You can find Lidline Sports back on, as well as Masvita Marare, and once again, he's doing his show Seattle Sports Weekly. We'll have another special show next Thursday night with sports director Rick Dupree and Seattle Seahawk legend Edwin Bailey, talking about the impact of the coronavirus on HBCUs from a sports perspective, and just kind of the future of HBCUs and where they see it going. If you missed part one, you can tune into our website and our archives and hear that show again. And of course, we've got music shows. As a matter of fact, this Saturday, all day, all music on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Phenomenal music shows of all genres. And then on Sunday, we've got our special from 5 to midnight, Sunday night sound sessions. Just trust me, you're going to tune into that and you'll have it locked in and you'll be listening from 5 until midnight. Tune in, lock it in, tear the knob off, and just for 7 hours, you'll be treated to music from Rainier Avenue Radio, Sunday night sound sessions, jazz from the cabinets from Big Poppy, Sergio LaCour's Love Lines, Sage Prince and Just My Opinion, the legend Nasty Ness Rodriguez doing K-Fox Night Beat, and then an episode of Mojams, which is live music that is very impromptu and created on the spot. So, again, a lot going on this weekend for you to be engaged and involved in here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Of course, we'll be back next week with our coronavirus 1 to 3 broadcasts. That is it. That is all the time that I have. That is going to do it for the kid. It's me, Tony B, saying, remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are probably right. I'm out. Peace.